Christian McCaffrey of Stanford has decided not to play with his college teammates one last time in the Sun Bowl, making that announcement today. And we saw Leonard Fournette make that same decision last week. I get it. I totally get it. But let's get the thoughts of Pete Futak, our friend from Campus Insiders, joining us here on the show. It seems to be more or less the Jalen Smith effect, I would think, after what we saw with the Notre Dame linebacker, and who knows what might happen with his NFL career. Is this going to be the new wave of decision making in the college ranks for superstars?
I hope so, and I hope it extends to the regular season too. I'm a college football guy. Obviously, this is the sport I cover and care about most. But you're crazy if you play one more down of college football than you have to. And it's finally the trend is starting to change. It's starting to shift a little bit. And I think people are realizing there just isn't going to be the backlash that everyone always assumes. Well, if you decide to go pro early and protect your investment, you're quitting on your teammates. Well, not really. I mean, it's a business at this point. It's a multi-million-dollar business for these guys. And it happens all the time in bowls. You have coaches who, bolt for better gigs and they leave their teams early. It's like, oh, well, he's got to leave his team early. Tom Herman couldn't coach Houston for, the bowl game. He had to leave for Texas. Of course he had to do that. Same thing for the players. It's about time they smartened up and figured this one out.
Well, let's face it, too, Pete. If Stanford and or LSU were playing in the college football playoff, then those two guys would be suited up and playing for their teams, right?
Yeah, that's a different animal. My argument is because it goes. Yes, of course, and in theory they should be skipping that too. But I get it when it comes to whenever you talk to players about they don't want to spend the rest of their lives thinking what if and I could have had my shot at this championship. That's sort of a different animal. So that I get. But like the second your team is out of the college football playoff hunt, then go protect yourself because, like you said, if you're Jalen Smith or even worse, like a Marcus Lattimore, and it's not just losing tens of millions of dollars, you lose potentially your NFL career if you suffer a bad injury. And now with the concussion protocols as they are, if you take one extra shot to the head, that could be the difference in terms of where your draft stock is going to be. It's a business time, and these guys are all doing what's smart for them.